Dancy and hello. To hear and be heard, 10 Community Conversations number 7. I'm Matt Gould and I am the host and one of the moderators tonight on this very special edition. Tonight's conversation entitled, We Were Here First, Indigenous Ideas and Issues, is going to be like nothing the Red Deer Public Library and the Red Deer Puppetry Collective has ever done before. For the first time ever, our conversation is going to be all puppets all the time. And we've invited some very special guests to join us all the way from Puckatawagan, Manitoba. Our guests are none other than the Cree puppeting family of Bighetty and Bighetty. And we have Kelsey Bighetty and Ken Bighetty, Chief and Michelle, and they're going to join us in just a minute. The discovery over the weekend in BC of the remains of 215 children was a shocking reminder of the residential school legacy. And though we're not going to solve Canada's problems with this one conversation, with luck, we'll give people something to think about, respond to, and connect with. But before we get started, I'll do a land acknowledgement. The Red Deer Public Library and the Red Deer Puppetry Collective recognize that this land on which we live and work and play is a meeting place of Treaty 5, Treaty 6, and Treaty 7 regions, representing the Blackfoot, Tsuut'ina, Kainai, and Stoney Nakoda peoples. And this area is also the traditional territory of the Métis, Nahiawak, and Saulteaux peoples as well. We strive in the spirit of the treaties to keep this a place of trust, friendship, and promise. So, welcome, Chief. Welcome, Michelle. Why don't you turn on your cameras and join us? Yay! Hey, Chief.
How's it going?
Hey, good. Hey, Michelle. And I'm going to call on my friend. I'm going to call on my friend Ash Mercia. Hey, Ash. Why don't you join us? Hey, how are ya?
I'm all right.
Good. So why don't you start off the questions for our guests?
Okay. Hi, Chief. Hi, Trapper.
Tasha, how's it going?
How's it going?
That's good. How are you going?
I'm doing good.
I am doing good.
I'm
good.
super isolating me. I'm way up north in my trap line. Still.
Oh, really?
Been here for 10 years alone.
Wow.
Wow.
And me, I'm gonna stay in my pose because I look good in my pose.
Yeah, that's definitely your good side. Wait, can I see the other side? No,
That's
the other
for
side
you.
is your bad.
That's
Yeah,
for
no.
you.
Thank you, but I think the other side is your good side. Yeah. And it's very majestic when you look up like that. I like it. Oh, Trapper. Why don't I think you look, your side is the other side. That's good.
He looks ugly both sides. He looks ugly both sides.
That's I don't know. I think you're both cute.
Wow. Thank you.
Tell you. Oh my.
Thank you. Oh my God.
I wanted to know.
Nobody ever called me cute in 100 years.
Well, that's because you've been all alone on trapping line for like 20 years. You haven't seen any other people.
Okay, I had a question.
Yeah. My question is how, what, who, when, what got you started in puppetry? Like, why did you? Where did you? When did you?
Well, it all started about 200 years ago. That's when way back about 200 years ago. That's before you were born.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a nursing station on top of a shelf, and then this dummy over here picked me up, and that's when it started. How about you, Michelle? When did you start?
About 120 years ago, I was born in a canoe on a bright sunny day. That's how I became a puppet. And I remember a Puckatawagan. Halfway, true story.
Wow.
Wow.
We didn't come on to social media till 2015 when we pulled up into McDonald's and we ordered neck bones and Ichiban. And as they say, we went viral.
Yeah. Growing up, I used to be a sock. You know those woolly socks? That's what.
Yeah.
That was our first. That was our first puppet conference in Pagaragan. Yeah,
Yes.
that way I was a woolly sock before.
Yes, we were all shocked.
I love it. I'll pass it over to Matt. He can ask the next question.
Hello, Matt.
Hey, how are ya?
Very
Oh,
good.
go,
How's it
go,
going?
It's
go.
going really fantastically, I have to say. So, I think you sort of started to, but why don't you tell us a little bit about the stories behind each of your characters? How did you push your way up to become chief, Ken? What did you do?
I was born for this role. 5 eagles flew in a circle, and then they said, we picked this guy, and I became the chief. But then I don't have a, I just became chief. I'm the chief, super chief. I'm the chief of all chiefs. So anyways, I have a crow headdress. I'm the only one with a crow headdress. You know why? A crow eats garbage. But most people have Pepsi, chips, pop, pizza, Subway, chocolate bars. So you guys eat garbage too. So you guys are crows. So that's why I got a crow headdress, because I have to take care of all the garbage. That's kidding.
Laugh.
Hold on. Me as a chief too. Some of you have been dumped, so you're garbage. I don't mean to tease. Oh. So anyways, I'm the chief. I don't say I'm a boss, but I know things, and I never lie.
Well, you have all that authority with that great nose, huh?
Of course.
Hey, and
Michelle
Trapper, how did you get your character? Although you were born in a canoe, yeah? So,
yeah, I became a king trapper. Won all the events all around Thompson, Leaf Rapids, Lynn Lake, Tapaw, Swan River, Nipawin, everywhere. I've been everywhere. All over across Canada, I became the world's best trapper. I'm the only band member towing my reserve. We have a boat every year. Not every year, every 2 years. Yeah, every 2 years.
No, whenever there's 3 band members.
Oh, 3. 1 counselor. He's out there somewhere.
Somewhere out there.
Somewhere out there, we can hear me. Marcel, I still got your traps. I'm still going to use them. Okay.
Okay. All right.
What's good?
well, boy, oh boy, we're gonna pass you on, gentlemen, if you don't mind. We've got a bunch of questions we want to go through. So Ash and I are gonna say goodbye for now, and we'll run into you later.
Bye, you guys are funny.
I know, and we're gonna pass it on to Mary and Julia. So Mary and Julia are gonna join you. See you guys.
See you, man. Oh,
Mary and Julia.
Hello.
Mary Contrary and Julia.
Hi.
Please let your hair down. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's so nice to meet you guys. Thanks for joining
Nice
us.
to meet you.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
I'm the handsome one. Not that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Chief has a pretty good portfolio, though. Yeah, look at that. That's your good side, Chief.
I'll give him that.
Did you guys do the beating on your costume yourselves?
No, my
Granny.
great granny did.
Oh, that's so cute. It's so nice. It's really beautiful.
Granny did that. But I killed the moose myself. Okay? But we killed the animals
jackets.
Look at that. See, we don't go to Walmart. That's only you guys go to Walmart. not
suits.
Except for my shirt. My shirt came from a store.
I stole his shirt. He doesn't know yet.
Came from the dollar store, so that's the vibe. But anyways, we have some questions as well for you guys. So I know that throughout history, Indigenous culture has kind of been like taken away and suppressed and oppressed. So I was just wondering if you guys have any family traditions that you like to do just for fun or for holidays or for whatever.
Well, I do trapping events. As a trapper, I'm a real trapper. I go fishing, I hunt for a living. Actually, it's part of our life. I also sing. I sing powwow. I've been to a group for over 30 years. It's called Bloodstone. And I'm also a traditional
What's
dancer.
your favorite animal to trap?
My favorite animal to trap would be lynx.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, the big cats.
You know why?
Me?
Yes.
They're hard to trap.
Yeah,
Me,
I
I can.
very skilled. That's so cool.
Me, I can kill mice. I can kill mice. Me.
Yeah, relatable.
I've only seen one lynx in my entire life.
I cook them as mice too.
Yeah, we go out here.
You kill what you
there's-
eat.
There's cultures that, even those people in Red Deer, they go to a sushi store and they eat raw fish. So that's crazy. And they eat snails and they call them escargots. That's crazy.
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
Holy smokes, you guys are nuts. They eat snails. Can you imagine? Hey, look at snails. So anyway, we spend a lot of time in the bush too. We spend a lot of time in the bush and we do tobacco offerings and we to the sun and to Mother Earth and to the wind.
I'm a
to the
sun
water.
dancer too. One
He's
go
a
to
sun
sun
dancer.
dances over 24 years.
He
Up there.
pierces.
Do my piercings.
Yeah, so we in creation there was when the earth was created there was fire, earth, wind, and then there was wind. So these spirits, they did their job, right from the beginning. And this is what we were told. They did their job. But right now, what's responsible for fire? The white person. The black man was responsible for water, and the yellow man was responsible for air, and the red man was responsible for Mother Earth. That's why you have the four colors and sacred Mother Earth. We're all responsible here in Mother Earth. That's how far we come from far. Over there, far. These are old stories that are passed on. So we listen to elders and we know our language quite well. So we retain our language and our culture.
Yeah. You know how those teachings get passed on? Through the winters in the cabin when you're with your granny, grandpa, your parents. We get
Story
taught
time.
those stories. We were told over and over and over through the years. Every night we hear those stories over and over. Lots of stories, lots.
Yes, and we go to sweat. We go to a matutsan. You know what a matutsan means? It means you go inside a sweat. It's not called a sweat. It's a matutsan, and you go in there and you let go. You cry. You cry and you let go. So when you have a problem, you don't swallow it. You look like you want to cry. Some people swallow their hurt. They go. They swallow it. You're not supposed to swallow. Or if you're angry, you hold it back. You're supposed to let go. Your cry. Well, I don't cry like that.
Yeah.
But then
that's our place of prayer. When we go to sweats, when we go to sun dances, ceremonies.
Yeah, all the ceremony. We
teachings.
And we smudge in the morning too. I smudge in the morning. So last week smudge in the morning too, and we say our prayers because during COVID, holy smokes, lots of prayers. Even a lot of people were getting sick while they were praying lots. So but I pray every day, all the day, and all the time. Before I eat too, I pray. These animals give up their life for their spirits too. And same with medicine. We collect medicine from the bush. And we don't go to a pharmacy, We go to the bush, and that's where all the medicine comes from the bush, from plants. So we offer tobacco to the spirits of the plant, and then we say the plant to heal us. And I take blood cleaner. I take blood cleaner. Look at that. I'm so powerful. I can raise and I can levitate. See? I can levitate. See?
That's some powerful medicine right there.
That's a powerful tip.
These are some of the things I know.
Those all sound absolutely amazing, and I learned something new today, that's for sure. My question is a little bit more serious. With everything that has been happening in the news as of late with the residential schools, in conversation with some Indigenous friends that I have in my personal life, the topic has come up of whether or not reconciliation is possible. And I just wanted to know what your guys' thoughts are.
If reconciliation is possible?
Yeah.
Well, if we don't take care of
in the right direction?
Well, if you have a responsibility to take care of the fire, Yellow man's taking responsibility of the air, the black man responsibility of the water, and that's the responsibility of Mother Earth. We don't take care of Mother Earth, we're all going to perish. Jeez, we got to all work together. What do you
Yeah.
mean to reconciliate? But reconciliation is about listening. Creator, in the Bible, it says, Creator gave you 2 ears, 2 eyes, but we tend to use our mouth too fast, more than our eyes and our ears. We say, what did you say? What did you say? And we jump right away to we got to learn to listen to each other. So that's what reconciliation is. You got a gift, which is 2 ears and 2 eyes. Let's shut your mouth sometimes and listen. See, I can speak with my mind, but you can't hear me. So these are the things I do as a teacher. So yeah, reconciliation.
Yeah, that way I'll share my story too. In 2005, this guy here, he ran to Ottawa to get a public apology from the Prime Minister of Canada, Paul Martin. Him and 24 other youths from Pagiragan. They ran for 33 days over 3,000 miles.
Yeah.
And I was part of a reconciliation process to get a national apology and to address the issues of residential schools. That was the first step in getting was a national apology, and for them to admit the wrong they did for putting up all those schools and doing what they did. Was first step was to admit as a nation and issue an apology. Later on, what do you call him? Mr. Harper issued an apology live, I think a few years after that. So yes, reconciliation is a process that is being taken. It will take a while. It takes a while for nations to heal, nation to nation building. It happens.
And it starts from young people too, From the schools, start from the young ones.
Yeah,
So,
from the young ones, they learn. You teach them. You teach them the true history of what really happened. Yeah. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Nice to meet you. I'm Carol. And that's Dan over there.
Dan, the man, and Carol. How's
Hey!
it going? Oh my God, I haven't seen people in over 10 years. How's the world out there?
This is what we look like now.
We're in COVID too. So, yeah, we all look like this.
Holy smoke.
COVID has made a lot of changes out here. Like, you just sit in our houses and get lonely.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I gotta sanitize my screen now. I gotta sanitize the screen.
Oh yeah. Good call.
I've never been out there. What's happening out there?
It's hot. Everybody's getting their vaccines. I got mine right there. Feels good.
Sorry,
No COVID.
Yeah, my neighbor Santa Claus took off too. I don't know where he went to.
Ah.
I think he went on holidays in Holland. Somewhere.
Well, I was going to ask you a question.
He's going to go get some more.
Yeah, what's the question?
Well,
I got a question.
Pretty awesome. And how do you take care of them? Like, what do they eat? Me, I'm kind of on a diet, but.
I eat toilet paper.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't go to Safeway. I go to the butchers. I eat rabbits. I eat lings,
duck soup.
Duck soup. I eat squirrel soup.
Goose soup.
Squirrel soup. Hey, wait, hold on. I
All
eat
kinds
squirrel
of soup.
I eat squirrel soup.
Most meat's my best.
Hold on. Wait.
Carbo.
Squirrel soup.
Squirrel soup.
You should come visit because, we have lots of deer here.
Okay.
And then we could have venison stew, right?
I got one deer and she's very mean.
That's a good one.
I was just kidding. You didn't hear that. Yeah, go back to make it paddock. I love you. My dear. My dear. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Chief Trapper. Hey, Chief Trapper, I got a question. Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, like, you guys got such cool culture, and I want to talk about it. I want to do stuff, but sometimes I don't know when I go too far. So can you tell me, where do you see the line between cultural appreciation and cultural appropriation? What's up?
Well, you're part of cultural appropriation, the creation story, the yellow man, black man, white man, and the red man. They're part of the creation story. So sometimes I talk about the white man, sometimes I talk about the black man, but we all have our responsibilities. But as long as we do it the right way, and we always ask for permission. That's a little bit of tobacco. You offer tobacco.
Yeah.
That's the best way. Offer tobacco. And I said, is it okay? Especially when you tell a story. I said, you can just say, hey, is it okay if I tell a story? I heard of a white guy getting an eagle feather. Yes, I heard of that. Yes.
What?
But if I saw you, I'd give you one of my crow feathers because you eat garbage. Yeah, that's a joke. That's a
So
joke.
much tips. There's an old story, not an old story. I'm only 120 years old. But during the sun dances, I went to sun dances for the past 24 years. And yeah, there's some other nations that came and danced with us. We had Germans. One German came to a sun dance, an Aborigine from Australia, and a guy from Jamaica, and a few of the a few local white people. Anybody, Métis, doesn't matter. We're all God's creation. We're all created equally.
Yeah.
And everyone has a pipe. Everyone has a pipe. The red man has a pipe. The black man has a pipe. The yellow man has a pipe. The white man has a pipe. Everyone has a pipe.
So anyway, let's jump in here. Joseph Campbell, a theologian, he wrote a story. He wrote a book. He said biblical mythology and Aboriginal mythology. When we smoke the pipe, he said, may our thoughts be as good as high as the eagle flies. So in the Bible, it says under Isaiah, it says, may our prayers go as high as the eagle flies. So he said that in the Bible. So oral history and biblical mythology, they're one and the same. So cultural appropriation, it's in the Bible. So we all read the Bible, but we respect everything in Mother Earth. So it's okay to follow those things. These are the white things I know. So like it.
True story too about an elder who lived about 150 years ago. Hold on.
No, shut up. That's kidding. That's kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah, he had a vision. He wanted to know where the cranes fly. So he flew with them. His name was Michelis. He flew with those cranes and he followed them. And when he got up from his vision, he told them that the cranes fly towards Heaven's Gate. And this guy here, he told me he was watching the National Geographic this year, and he was looking at the cranes because it got his attention. And he was looking at the cranes and where they flew. They flew to those twin peaks in Mount Everest. And you know what those people from Tibet call it? They call it in their language Heaven's Gate. That way.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, back to you, Chief.
Well, well, that's awesome. So I think now that we should pass you off to the next two people, and let you talk to
Maya and Suzanne.
Right?
Thank you so much, Chief and Trapper. That was so good. So good. I'll talk to you.
Hello, Chief. Hello, Trapper. Thank you so much for coming to join us today. Super excited to have you here.
How's it going?
It's
Nice to
going
meet you.
very, very well. I've turned on my Carol Burnett look today. Very red. I'm very red, and I can tug my ear.
Me gusta God. Oh, tired. Me gusta God. The chief likes a redhead. He should change his name to Redhead. Chief Redhead.
Yeah, yeah, there's redheads here in Samarua.
Who's the other one there?
Hi, I'm Maya.
Hi, Maya.
It's my birthday today.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear
Maya.
Happy birthday to you.
Wow.
Wow.
That is the best birthday rendition you're ever going to get, Maya. Ever.
I feel it. Wow. Such an honor to meet you both. And thank you.
You're welcome. You're
Thank-
welcome.
We're very happy to have you here.
Truly, truly. Looking to the future with this next question I want to ask you.
I can see the future.
Yes.
You can feel.
I want to hear what the vision is as we dismantle and heal from the generations of colonization, begin to heal, I should say. What does a world in right relation with the indigenous original caretakers of this land look like?
Well, we asked that. We always ask that question. But then, in order to think about it, you gotta give the kids the books to read, and then also to record the stories of old people, and they have to listen from their own ears and read it with their own eyes. So it's not adults. It's the young people. That they call it the seventh generation. Our young people are the ones we need to focus on, because our spirits will be gone. So it's up to us to teach right now, not to continue saying mine. That's like a seagull. Mine. So anyway, we have to teach the young people how we all can work together, because if we don't, boy, Mother Earth is not going to last long. So anyway, the yellow man, black man, white man, red man, we all have to work together. So look at Brazil. Look at the rainforest just burning. Look at that. So it'll be a hot summer. Watch, it'll be so hot because the CO2 is going to be up in the air and you're going to burn. So anyway, we all have our job. We all have to work together. So that's what colonization, or to get rid of it, is to focus on Mother Earth. Focus on Mother Earth, and we're all here for our future. It's just for our children. That's what we gotta do. We can't continue asking the questions about what do we do colonization. We just gotta work together.
It'll be so hot, your eyelashes will become your mustache.
So anyway, if we continue doing this, Mother Earth is burning. She's burning. So anyways, we have to continue to work together, because we're responsible for Mother Earth. That's our job, us red people.
Yes.
Our yellow man responsible for the air, and the white man's responsible for fire. The closest thing I can say about fire is, I think, the equator. That's what one elder said. It you take care of the equator. So I think that's the hottest. So that's your job. And then the black man is water. But then all those are polluted. They're dirty. So we're not doing our jobs. We think like a colonizer. We say, how much can I make out of this water? How much can I make out of this? So we have to save this for our kids. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, you gotta always think ahead. Your tap pants, and their tap pants, like that.
That's your great grandchildren.
Yeah. You only, like with our culture, you only take what we need. That's it.
These are good
enough for
lessons we could all
enough for a jacket, enough for
like me. I set up my camp, my trap line. So I go, I leave my one trap line alone for a few years to rejuvenate, so I can always come back or bring my children
That's
to
very
come and use it, and how to rejuvenate it. Because if I keep using, I'll have nothing. Then I starve. Then I go to the northern. Then they charge me $20 for a pack of porridge. I don't want porridge. Tired of porridge. I'm sick of porridge. I don't want porridge. Well, oh, sorry.
There's two ants here.
Oh, two ants.
Right. Two ants right here. They're walking. They're walking. There they go. They're gone. They're gone now. Okay.
They
So
took my panic. Next question.
Okay, so we wanted to know, because we found out about you gentlemen because we are so excited about puppets, but we know that there are so many other amazing Indigenous artists and creators and businesses, and if you have any that you really like, we would love to learn about them too. Can you name some of your favorites?
The performers, puppeteers, and businesses.
Visual artists, like who did the painting of Kokum behind you? Chief.
I did that. That's my talent.
It
has 5 stories in there. So wait, I want to show you. Hold on, here's another one. Okay.
Oh wow.
See that one? That's Orange Shirt Day. That's a painting of a granny, grandpa. So anyways, so I do a lot of artwork as well too. But the best thing that I like is authors. It's authors, Aboriginal authors.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Aboriginal authors writing books and stuff. The narratives that come out from our perspective of Mother Earth and the sacredness of our thoughts and stuff like that, which is not it's part of academia, but it comes from a different form of thinking. Just like a lot of our culture and society takes up Tai Chi or yoga, it's adopting another culture, right? So for us, for me anyways, it's reading books about authors, Aboriginal authors and theologians that have their perspectives. We have doctors, PhDs, masters, right.
We know a couple names like Robin Wall Kimmerer and Tanya Talaga. I may have ruined that pronunciation. Are there other names that you would think would be good people to read?
Oh,
Mr. McLeod from Norway House.
Okay.
Has good books out.
Cool.
Well, Ovid Mickerty is the Cree. He was the Grand Chief. He wrote an autobiography as well too. But then a lot of Dr. I forget his name now. Dr. Big Nose.
Hey, Dr. Big Nose.
So also the other Aboriginal singers that come out on mainstream media that made it out like big time, like what's that rap group I forget that. Tribe Called Red.
Tribe Called Red.
The culture of the music and stuff. There's a lot of young people.
And Buffy St. Marie is still there.
Buffy St. Marie.
Buffy!
Yeah. All the Aboriginal artists, they're the bombs.
See, Maya and I are both singers, so we are awesome. We like it especially. Awesome. My phone keeps falling. Sorry. It's making noise.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We're going to bring Matt back.
Thank you, Buju.
Matt has some more things to say, and then we're going to wrap it up. And I think we've got another extra special question from one of our guests. Too. So hold on, and we're gonna.
Also the other thing. We have a nurse, a lot of Kuwaitan tribal council. Oh, Tansi.
Hey, Tansi, how are you?
Good.
So we have one special question. So our librarian, Tatiana Tilley, is going to come on really quickly, and she's going to ask a question from the library. Hey, Tatiana.
Oh, your volume's off.
Hi, Chief.
Oh.
Hi, Trapper. I'm so
Hello,
happy to
Tatiana.
see you today. And I'm not very good puppeteer, but we have lots of puppets in the library. And yeah, so I got one of the puppets, and I have one question for you.
Okay.
We have lots of books in the library by Aboriginal authors, like this one. This book we are going to give in June in our Kids to Go, and it's called As Big as the Sky, As Tall as the Trees, and it's all about Mother Earth and how to live with her. And so those books will go out and hopefully will encourage grandpas and grandmas playing with their kids outside and having some fun. But we also, I have a question, because we want more Indigenous kids and Indigenous families coming to the library. What can we do to make sure that they feel welcome in the library?
Put some audio books for with Indigenous storytellers. Some audio books, or put on headphones and you just listen to that, because kids are stuck in their iPods, so they're not. It's hard for them to read books, but you listen to Granny and Grandpa, because
audio stories.
Yeah, because words.
There's some on YouTube of Kaya Sat Simoy old stories.
Oh, sorry. I'm not done yet. Gee, what's that? He's always interrupting me, this guy. So anyways, when you read a book, you don't hear the sound. I say, when you hear the sound, it sounds better. So you gotta have some audio story books. So when you read a book, it just says, Granny went to the store. Well, that's nothing. But if Kukum talks,
Thank you. I haven't thought about that, and we must do something about it. That's a fantastic.
These are the things I know.
Yeah. Oh, Chief, you are so wise. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us today.
I know these things. I know.
They can point to the North Star.
I know these things.
That's all I follow. When I'm in a canoe, I follow that nose. Never get lost.
I know these things. I know.
Yeah, it's majestic. It's majestic.
Nice to meet you, Tatiana.
Yeah.
Get some Aboriginal posters, artists, and all that. There's actually a book out there called Missinipi Diniwak that was written by Maria Tel Bighetty from my home community.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, we will definitely do that. We will do that. Thank you so much for your answer. And I am giving it back to Matt. Matt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yay. Thanks. Chief.
Hi, Matt.
Thanks, Michelle. Hey, it's been really great having you. And
I even know a counselor named Matt.
Do you?
45 years in this belt, that guy. 45 years, he said.
Really? Is he as cute as I? Is he as cute as I am?
Yeah, very cute. Cute guy.
Oh, yeah, well, okay. There I was trying to suck up a compliment, eh? Boo, boo, boo. So, I've got one quick last question, then we're going to have everybody come on and we'll all say goodbye to each other. What advice do you have for puppeteers?
Be the puppet. Be the puppet. Don't be anything.
Be yourself.
Just be yourself, because
don't
when you
let this
talk
guy
about
get in a picture. Get away. Like this one. Get away. It's just me.
Yeah. So
he's always trying to get in a picture. Get out of here. Yeah, never get a sore hand. Don't get a sore hand. Don't be like that guy. Don't be like the chief. He always wants to get in a picture like this guy. You know, puppet. Get out of here. Man, yeah, become the puppet. Be the puppet.
Just be the puppet. The character should be you. It should be you, like right beside you. That's where, because kids will see that. They'll see the puppet, but then the puppet can say more than you. Like you have bad breath. If you say that, or like somebody can tell, oh, you're being mean. But if the puppet says, hey, you have bad breath, see, it's funny. He'll be like, pick it from the funny side. Be the funny puppet. Hey,
Don't
be funny.
Take notes like that guy.
Don't be serious.
That's good. Thank you so much. So everybody, why don't we all join for a quick second and thank, yay, Carol and Mary.
Yay!
Nice to meet you.
So the Red Deer Puppetry Collective thanks you with all our heart for joining us all the way from Big Manitoba, and we wish you all the absolute best.
Yes.
Hey, what's that?
Hey, go ahead.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
So
Yeah,
much.
nice to meet you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Take care.
All right.